Good morning, BOJ TV viewers and subscribers all over the world. How are you? I'm coming to you from our Studio 2, as we call it here at BOJ TV. And of course, your girl, Colleen Colors, right? She's in studio this morning, all chirpy and ready to go. What makes you so happy this morning, Colleen?
Happy to be alive.
Happy to be alive is key. Talking about being alive, we have wanted to bring you up to date totally as it relates to where we are, what's happening in Jamaica, especially with COVID-19. And that is what we are setting out to do this morning, just to bring you fully up to speed on the main happenings. Colors, what's going down?
Okay, so we are about 71 days since our first case of the COVID-19, and for the past 36 hours, no new cases have been recorded, and there are 4 additional persons who have recovered. So it means that is 520 confirmed cases, 131 has recovered, and 9 deaths.
All right, so and therefore we still have what,
380 active cases.
All right, I gather the Prime Minister made some pronouncements last night. Some persons would have seen it. Let's kind of just break down what was said last night to give an update.
Okay, so we have the cruise ship that is docked today with the
midday, I guess.
Yeah, midday. I'm just trying to bring that up. With the cruise ship should be disembarking with a group of 200 persons every 48 to 72 hours. And why is that? Is because they want to test persons to see whether or not they're positive or negative. If they're positive, they will be quarantined. If they're negative, they will be sent home and they have to self-quarantine. They'll also have to do some video calls to ensure that they're there. And I think there are going to be some cameras set up to make sure that they stay at home.
All right. While you're on the cruise ship thing, and as I said, they'll be docking today, and I hear they'll be docking in Falmouth at about midday. But there was just so much controversy, Colleen, about this ship. The argument was that a ship had come before and they turned away, and then the Prime Minister said he wasn't aware until they left. And I realized the entire Jamaican social media came out, was putting the Prime Minister under some pressure in terms of suggesting that he was insensitive to his own people who wanted to come home. Some persons were saying that the Prime Minister was talking about opening up the tourism industry to let foreigners in, but not talking about letting his own people in who really owns this country. I know, knowing the Andrew Holness that I know, he would have been following those comments on social media. Did he respond to the critics yesterday?
Well, he in regards to the information about the cruise ship, he said that he wouldn't be able to give details as it goes. I mean, in terms of the negotiation, what he said, he wanted to come and tell him exactly what is happening, because it would.
But let's just put that into proper perspective, because he has given approval now.
Yes, he has.
So what he's saying that he couldn't at that time speak to what he was doing.
Yeah, because it would be a back and forth thing, because he would have been saying, okay, this is what we're discussing, and if they did not agree, he would have to come back again and say something else. So he said he wanted to come and say, okay, this is what we have agreed on, without this back and forth thing, and this is what is going to happen. So that is why there was a delay, because there was negotiation going on, and he wanted to come and say, okay, X, Y, Z.
All right. Well, I expected that he would have done that, but I think one of the things that they should have done, because you see, social media doesn't really allow you the space to breathe. Social media wants the information now, and gone are the days when you have to wait on the traditional media house to put out information. Everybody is a media house now. So one of the things that the office of the Prime Minister should have done is to say, hey guys, we hear the concerns. It's not that I'm being insensitive. I'm not locking out our Jamaicans, but I am in negotiation with them. And to say, from the onset what he said there. That would have, cut some of the feeling that there was some insensitiveness taking place. All right, so the cruise workers, they're coming in today. I gather also, Colin, that there are some 8,000 persons who
Yes,
applied.
I
The
got that.
opposition is saying that the government is not ready to take these persons in. It is rushed. The proper protocols are not in place. We heard about some persons who came in on a flight and they outlined their ordeal in terms of the meals and how they were dealt with when they got to the hotel. I gather things have changed. The soldiers are there now assisting, and things seems to have settled with the persons who flew in on that flight. What else made the news yesterday?
Well, bars are supposed to open today.
Hip hip, and I can just imagine celebrations all around Jamaica. And we'll be getting some footage for our viewers later. Connie. We're going to visit a couple bars to see what the reaction is. And of course, there were some stipulations put in place.
Well, first and foremost, they will open at 11 o'clock today, and they are supposed to close an hour early before curfew, and curfew is at 8 o'clock, so they're supposed to close at 7. No bar stools. Persons must be outside, so they no tables. So you would buy a drink, and you move your merry way.
But one of the comical things, Colleen, persons were saying, "How you going to wear your mask? And you must wear a mask and drink."
Persons. Well, you know how creative we are. There are some masks out there that has a zip at the mouth, so you can unzip, drink, and zip up back.
All right, so that's one of the things we'll be watching for you right here at BOJ TV to see how the bar clients will be drinking their liquor with their mask on. All right, but the economy opening up slowly but surely. What else can you tell us?
Okay, so effective the 1st of June, the work order that has been that is expired.
You want to just read this from top?
Okay, so the current work from home order will expire at the end of May, so that's May 31st. We are intend to allow persons other than our vulnerable population, that is age 65 and over, persons with
That's what comorbidities. Okay.
to return effective June 1st.
All right. And what's the situation with the CXC, CSEC?
Okay, so there was a back and forth thing with Jamaica and CXC because of our technology. Some persons weren't able to get internet connection. So some schools are prepared, or some students are prepared to sit the exams, but others are at a disadvantage. So we were trying to get some more time for kids to be prepared to sit their exams, but I guess we just have to go ahead with I think it's the end of July for CXC.
All right, and of course, just to bring you up to date, the CXC Council, they had indicated that the exams, despite of all that's happening across the world, including the Caribbean, that they were going to hold a sitting of exams in July. Well, the National Students' Council here in Jamaica and Jamaican government, they were trying, as Colleen is saying, to prevent that, because of the disadvantage that was taking place with some persons who can't access internet. Well, it's now out that we are going forward and the students will have to sit the exam. But I gather, though, Colin, there must be some form of leniency and to take all of this into consideration.
I think they're going to use the SBAs and multiple choice. So it's not going to be as what should I say? Rigorous as it would be. Yeah.
All right. And as it relates to the PEP students, we think we already spoke about that in a previous broadcast. But just remind us what's happening there.
In regards to PEP, no, it's what they have done over the years. So their grade 4 literacy exams, their grade 5 PEP exams, and they had the chance to sit the ability in February. So they're going to use all those 3 grades to place them on June 26th. So that's a few weeks from now.
Boy, I hope there won't be any big disappointments with persons not getting their first choice.
Well, I guess because I guess some of these kids would have been more focused this year, but I guess that's the best the government can do at this point.
What's your experience? You're a parent yourself, and you have been assisting online. What's your experience with the online teaching so far? Because I know you have experience both of what is happening at the primary level and also at the secondary level.
Well, at first it was a little challenging because you have to try and get used to the different applications. My daughter, she's using Google Classroom, and my son, he's in primary school and he's using primary school level, and he's using Class Dojo. So there was a bit of challenges, sorry, to get used to the programs. But once you get used to them, it's okay, and you can monitor the work for the kids. They can do the tests online. They get back the grades same time. So it was a bit of challenging at first, but you get used to it.
All right, the producer is giving us the time signal there, Colleen. All right, so that's all we have for you this morning on BOJ TV. Certainly, as I said before, we'll be tracking the docking of the crew members on the ship who will disembark in Falmouth at midday.
Midday, yeah.
All right, and we have somebody on the ship who has been corresponding with a correspondent of ours. They have been sending voice note messages, and I've asked them to give us a video update. So I hope they'll be able to record and to send us, and we certainly will share that with you so you can get some information on that. And I said later today we'll be visiting a number of the community bars to have an update right here at BOJ TV. We have to leave it there for now. I'm Current Spencer.
Now I'm Colleen Colors Right.
All right. Do remember to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be notified when we give updates. Talk to you later.